Right now, as you're watching this video, a storm is raging above your head that makes Hurricane Katrina look like a gentle breeze. This invisible tempest stretches across millions of miles, hurling particles at speeds that would circle Earth in just 8 minutes, and packs enough energy to power every city on our planet for thousands of years. We call them solar storms, but they're just the beginning of weather so extreme it defies imagination. While we worry about tornadoes and blizzards down here, the universe is unleashing cosmic ray bursts that release more energy in 10 seconds than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion year lifetime. Imagine a lightning bolt that could vaporize entire solar systems, or winds that blow at 30 million miles per hour, carrying temperatures hotter than the core of stars. These aren't distant curiosities happening in some far-off galaxy. These cosmic storms shape our reality, influence our technology, and remind us that Earth's most violent weather is nothing compared to the apocalyptic forces swirling through space. Today, we're diving into the most extreme weather in the universe. And by the end, you'll never look at a thunderstorm the same way again. Part 1. Solar storms, Earth's invisible shield under attack. Right now, as you're watching this, our planet is under constant bombardment from space. But here's what's incredible. You can't see it, you can't feel it, and most of the time you don't even know it's happening. Earth is being pelted by invisible storms so powerful they could devastate our modern world in minutes. Yet something magnificent is protecting us every single second of every day. Imagine our planet as a medieval castle under siege. The attackers aren't human armies, they're billion-ton clouds of superheated plasma, racing toward us at 2 million miles per hour. These solar storms are like cosmic catapults hurling flaming projectiles across 93 million miles of space, and when they reach Earth, something extraordinary happens. Our planet's magnetic field acts like the ultimate force field, an invisible shield that deflects these cosmic projectiles. But here's where it gets beautiful. When these plasma storms hit our magnetic barrier, they don't just bounce off harmlessly. They create the most spectacular light show on Earth, the aurora. Those dancing curtains of green and blue light aren't just pretty. They're visible proof that Earth is actively defending itself against the universe's fury. Every aurora is essentially a cosmic battle being fought in our upper atmosphere, where solar particles clash with our magnetic shield in a display so magnificent that people travel thousands of miles just to witness it. But what if those castle walls ever failed completely? What happens when a solar storm is so powerful that even Earth's magnetic field can't fully deflect it? The answer reveals our first cosmic insight about just how vulnerable our technological civilization really is in the face of space weather. Part 2. Coronal mass ejections, the universe's shotgun blasts. There's something unsettling about our sun that most people never think about. It looks so steady, so reliable, rising and setting with clockwork precision. But the sun has a violent side that occasionally reveals itself in ways that can reshape life on Earth in minutes. Picture our sun as a massive cosmic shotgun that occasionally misfires. When it does, it doesn't shoot pellets. It shoots chunks of itself into space. These are called coronal mass ejections, and they're like cosmic cannonballs made of pure energy and plasma, each one carrying the mass of Mount Everest but moving at speeds that would get you to the moon in just 4 hours. The terrifying part isn't just their size or speed, it's their unpredictability. The sun can be perfectly calm one moment, then suddenly eject billions of tons of itself in a direction that might have Earth's name on it. When these cosmic shotgun blasts are aimed at our planet, they don't just create pretty auroras. They can knock out entire power grids, turn our satellites into expensive space junk, and disrupt everything from GPS navigation to your smartphone. What makes coronal mass ejections even more fascinating is that they're essentially magnetic storms frozen into chunks of plasma. When they slam into Earth's magnetic field, it's like two invisible wrestlers grappling in space with our planet caught in the middle. Sometimes our magnetic field wins, deflecting the blow. Sometimes the coronal mass ejection is so powerful that it overwhelms our defenses entirely. The most incredible part is that we're living through a time when these cosmic shotgun blasts pose a greater threat to civilization than ever before. Our grandparents didn't have to worry about solar storms knocking out the internet or crashing satellite networks, but we do. Part 3, Gamma-ray bursts, cosmic lighthouses of destruction. Deep in space, something is screaming, not with sound, space is silent, but with light so intense it defies comprehension. These cosmic screams are visible from the edge of the observable universe, and if you understood what they really were, you'd never look at the night sky the same way again. Gamma-ray bursts release more energy in a few seconds than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. They're stellar death screams, the final cry of massive stars as they collapse into black holes, or the violent merger of two neutron stars creating something even more exotic. What makes these cosmic serial killers even more mysterious is that we still don't fully understand what triggers them. We know they're connected to the most violent events in the universe, but the exact mechanism that creates these beams of destruction remains one of astronomy's greatest puzzles. Part 4, Magnetars, the universe's most violent magnets. In the cosmic zoo of strange objects, there's one beast so violent that it makes black holes look tame by comparison. It's smaller than Manhattan, spins faster than a helicopter rotor, and possesses a magnetic field so powerful it could kill you from 1,000 miles away just by existing. Take a city-sized sphere, pack it with more mass than our sun, spin it 30 times per second, and give it a magnetic field 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's. That's a magnetar, a stellar corpse so magnetically violent that it defies everything we thought we knew. When a massive star dies and collapses, sometimes it doesn't just create a regular neutron star. Sometimes the collapse is so catastrophic that it creates something far more terrifying, a magnetar with a magnetic field strong enough to strip the electrons from atoms 1,000 miles away. If a magnetar appeared where our moon is, it would erase every credit card on Earth in seconds. But that would be the least of our problems. The magnetic field would be so intense it could pull the iron from your blood, literally tearing apart the atoms in your body before you even realized what was happening. We've only discovered about 30 magnetars in our galaxy, but astronomers believe there could be millions of these sleeping monsters lurking in the darkness. Most of them are quiet now, their violent youth behind them, but every so often one wakes up and reminds the universe just how dangerous a dead star can be. Part 5, Stellar Winds, when stars become cosmic leaf blowers. Stars don't just shine, they blow. Stellar winds are like cosmic hurricanes that never stop, invisible streams of charged particles flowing away from every star at speeds that would make a supersonic jet look like it's standing still. Our own sun loses 4 million tons of itself every single second, breathing out a solar wind that reaches every corner of our solar system. What makes stellar winds truly remarkable is that they're cosmic gardeners, seeding the universe with the elements that make life possible. When stars breathe out their heavy elements, carbon, oxygen, iron, gold, they're essentially fertilizing space, spreading the building blocks of planets and life across vast distances. Part 6, Solar Flares, the sun's temper tantrums. Our sun has anger management issues. Most of the time it's a perfectly well-behaved star, providing steady light and warmth for billions of years. But occasionally something triggers its temper. And when our sun gets angry, the results can be felt across the entire solar system in minutes. Think of solar flares as the sun having brief but explosive mood swings. These stellar tantrums release magnetic energy equivalent to billions of hydrogen bombs in just minutes, creating explosions so powerful they can be seen from space telescopes as brilliant flashes of X-rays and ultraviolet light bursting from the solar surface. What makes solar flares truly terrifying is their speed. While coronal mass ejections lumber across space like cosmic freight trains, taking days to reach Earth, solar flares travel at the speed of light. They can go from the sun's surface to Earth in just 8 minutes, giving us virtually no warning before they arrive. These electromagnetic tantrums carry enough radiation to give an astronaut a lethal dose in seconds. During major solar flare events, astronauts on the International Space Station have to take shelter in the most heavily shielded parts of their spacecraft, essentially hiding from our own sun's fury. But solar flares don't just threaten astronauts, They can disrupt our entire technological civilization from 93 million miles away. When a powerful flare hits Earth's atmosphere, it can knock out radio communications, disrupt GPS satellites, and even induce electrical currents in power lines strong enough to cause blackouts. The most fascinating part about solar flares is that they're magnetic earthquakes. The sun's magnetic field lines get twisted and tangled like rubber bands, building up enormous tension until something snaps. When they do, the released energy creates these explosive outbursts that can be detected throughout the solar system. We're living through what scientists call solar maximum, a period when our sun is at its most active and prone to these magnetic tantrums. This means we're more likely to experience solar flares now than at any other time in the 11-year solar cycle. Cosmic insight. Number 6 of 10 solar flares are the sun's explosive mood swings, releasing the energy of billions of hydrogen bombs in minutes and traveling to Earth at the speed of light. These stellar tantrums carry enough radiation to kill an astronaut in seconds and can disrupt our technology from 93 million miles away. They're proof that even our normally stable sun can unleash devastating fury with virtually no warning, making space weather forecasting a matter of civilization survival. What makes cosmic rays truly fascinating is that they're messengers from the most violent events in the universe. Some were born in the shockwaves of exploding stars, others in the jets of black holes consuming matter, and the most energetic ones might come from cosmic phenomena we haven't even discovered yet. The truly unsettling part is that we're completely helpless against them. Earth's magnetic field can deflect some of the lower energy cosmic rays, but the most powerful ones slice through our planet's defenses like they're not even there. They pass through mountains, oceans, and the entire Earth as if it were empty space. Cosmic insight, number 7 of 10. Cosmic rays are the universe's invisible bullets, high-energy particles that pepper our bodies millions of times per second, carrying stories from exploding stars and black hole collisions. Some pack the energy of a baseball pitch despite being smaller than atoms, and they're constantly changing our DNA while passing through the entire Earth like it's empty space. They're proof that we're intimately connected to the most violent events in the cosmos, whether we realize it or not. The wake-up call came in 1859 with something called the Carrington event, a solar storm so powerful that telegraph lines caught fire. Aurora appeared as far south as the Caribbean, and the few electrical systems that existed at the time went completely haywire. Telegraph operators received electric shocks, and some telegraph systems continued working even after being disconnected from their power sources, drawing energy directly from the aurora overhead. If a storm that intense hit today, it would be nothing short of catastrophic. The irony is that the more advanced our technology becomes, the more vulnerable we are to space weather. Our ancestors lived through cosmic storms without even noticing them, but we've created a civilization that could be brought to its knees by invisible particles from the sun. Part 9, the heliosphere, our solar system's cosmic bubble. We're living inside a bubble, and most people have no idea. Right now, our entire solar system exists within a giant cosmic soap bubble, blown by our sun's breath, and it's the only thing standing between us and the far more dangerous weather brewing in the space between stars. This bubble is called the heliosphere, and it's absolutely massive, stretching 4 times farther than Pluto and encompassing everything we've ever called home. The solar wind that constantly streams from our sun doesn't just blow outward forever. Eventually, it runs into the interstellar medium, the thin gas that fills the space between stars, creating this protective barrier around our entire solar system. Think of it as living inside a star-made snow globe. What makes the heliosphere truly remarkable is that it's constantly changing shape. As our solar system moves through the galaxy at 500,000 miles per hour, our protective bubble gets compressed in front and stretched out behind us like a cosmic teardrop. We're essentially flying through space inside a dynamic, ever-changing shield. The boundary of our bubble, called the heliopause, is where our sun's influence finally weakens enough that interstellar space takes over. Only two human-made objects have ever crossed this boundary, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, and when they did, they discovered that interstellar space is even stranger and more dangerous than we imagined. Cosmic Insight, number 9 of 10. Our entire solar system exists inside a massive bubble called the heliosphere, blown by our sun's breath and stretching 4 times farther than Pluto. This cosmic snow globe protects us from 90% of interstellar radiation and is our first line of defense against the more dangerous weather between stars. We're essentially flying through the galaxy inside a dynamic star-made shield that's constantly changing shape as we hurtle through space at 500,000 miles per hour. Here's the most terrifying truth about space weather. Everything we've experienced so far has been relatively mild. We're living through cosmic spring weather, and the real storms are yet to come. What we consider devastating solar events today would barely register as minor disturbances compared to what the universe is truly capable of unleashing. Astronomers have detected stellar flares from other stars that are 10,000 times more powerful than anything our sun has ever produced. These superflares release energy equivalent to trillions of hydrogen bombs, enough to strip away a planet's atmosphere from hundreds of millions of miles away. The horrifying reality is that our sun is perfectly capable of producing flares this powerful. It just hasn't done so during human civilization. But the sun isn't our only concern. As we venture deeper into space and establish colonies on Mars and beyond, we'll be exposing human civilization to cosmic weather patterns we've never had to face before. Mars has no global magnetic field and a thin atmosphere, making it defenseless against solar storms that would merely create pretty auroras on Earth. The galaxy itself presents even greater challenges. Perhaps most unsettling of all, we're discovering that space weather events can cascade and amplify each other in ways we never imagined. A powerful solar storm could trigger failures in our satellite networks that leave us blind to incoming cosmic threats, creating a domino effect that makes us even more vulnerable to the next wave of space weather. Cosmic Insight number 10 of 10. The space weather we've experienced throughout human history represents only the mild, gentle side of what the cosmos can unleash. Stars in our galaxy produce superflares 10,000 times more powerful than anything our sun has produced, and as our sun ages, it will become more violent and unpredictable. We're living in cosmic spring weather, but the real storms are coming, and our expanding civilization will face space weather challenges that could make today's solar events look like gentle spring rain. Every sunset is a reminder that we live in the atmosphere of a star. And somewhere in the cosmic dark, space weather is creating the conditions for new worlds, new life and new wonders we can barely imagine.